Ladies and gentlemen, we all have within us a powerful and irreplaceable treasure, a unique identity, a distinct purpose, and an undeniable right to experience the fullness of life in all its dimensions. It is a right that many have been denied, that many have not yet fully realized, but it is your birthright and it is available to you. I want to speak to you today about something that should resonate deeply within your soul. You have the right to a good life. When I say you have the right to a good life, I am speaking not of a life filled with temporary satisfaction or shallow success, but of a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and abundant in every way. Too often, society has convinced us that our lives are limited by circumstances beyond our control. They have told us that our experiences, our opportunities, our well-being are all determined by the situations into which we are born. But I want you to know that these limitations are nothing more than myths and illusions. You are not confined by your past, by your environment, or by the expectations others place on you. You are not bound by the negative influences that seek to undermine your confidence or the lies that the world tells you about who you are and what you deserve. The truth is that you were created for greatness. And with that greatness comes an inherent right, the right to a good life. This right is not just a wish or a hope. It is a declaration of your worth, your potential, and your ability to choose the life you desire. It is a mandate that you were born to walk in and possess the full expression of who you are meant to be. But too often we allow ourselves to be deceived. We allow ourselves to believe that we must settle for less than what we were created for. We allow circumstances, fear, and doubt to silence the voice of greatness within us. I want to remind you today that you have a right to live well, not just in a material sense, but in every sense of the word. You have the right to live a life of peace, of purpose, of prosperity, of joy, and of abundance. Let me be clear when I say you have the right to a good life. I am not speaking of a life free from challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But what I am saying is that despite the challenges you face, you are entitled to experience the fullness of life, to rise above every obstacle, and to find fulfillment in every season of life. Our perception of a good life is often distorted by the messages we hear from the world. Society tells us that a good life is about accumulating wealth, obtaining status, or acquiring things. But these are external measures of success, and they do not define the true essence of a good life. A good life is not about having more, but about being more. It is about living in alignment with your values, your purpose, and your true self. It is about walking in peace with joy in your heart and a sense of fulfillment every step you take. A good life is about creating a legacy, not just for yourself, but for those who come after you. In order to live a good life, we must first believe that it is possible for us. We must believe that we are worthy of the good life that God has planned for us. The good life is not just for a select few. It is for anyone who dares to believe that they are worthy of it. Too many people live their lives as though they are not deserving of the good things that come their way. They sabotage their own success because they cannot accept the idea that they deserve happiness, prosperity, and fulfillment. But the truth is, if you have breath in your lungs and life in your body, you are worthy. You have the right to dream, to pursue those dreams, and to see them realized. I know that some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Myles, I've faced so many setbacks. I've been through so much pain and struggle. How can I believe that I have the right to a good life? Let me tell you something. Every person who has achieved greatness has faced adversity. Every person who has risen above their circumstances has had to fight through the challenges to break free from the chains that sought to keep them down. It is the struggle that refines us, that builds our character, and that prepares us for the greatness that lies ahead. Your past does not define your future. Your failures do not define you. Your right to a good life is not determined by your past mistakes or by the mistakes of others. The question is not whether you have the right to a good life. The question is whether you believe you do. You see, belief is the first key to unlocking the life you are meant to live. Belief is the foundation upon which you build everything else. If you do not believe that you have the right to a good life, you will never take the necessary steps to achieve it. Your belief in your own worthiness determines how you show up in the world, how you approach your challenges, and how you treat others. If you believe that you are worthy of greatness, you will begin to see opportunities everywhere you look. You will approach your goals with confidence and determination. You will not allow fear to paralyze you or doubt to convince you that it cannot be done. But belief is not just about thinking positively. It is about aligning your actions with your beliefs. It is about taking the steps necessary to move toward your goals, even when the path is uncertain. The good life is not just handed to you on a silver platter. You must work for it. You must be willing to invest in yourself, to grow, to learn, and to stretch beyond your comfort zone. You must be willing to challenge the negative beliefs that have held you back and replace them with empowering thoughts that align with the good life you are meant to live. You see, your life is the sum of the choices you make. The decisions you make today will shape your tomorrow. If you want to live a good life, you must make choices that align with that life. You must choose to invest in your mind, your body, and your spirit. You must choose to surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. You must choose to pursue your purpose, even when it is difficult. You must choose to embrace the fullness of who you are without apology or compromise. The good life is not about perfection. It is not about having everything figured out or having everything go your way. It is about finding peace in the midst of the storms. It is about remaining grounded in your values, even when the world tries to shake you. It is about knowing that you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. It is about understanding that no matter how difficult the journey may be, you have everything within you to succeed. One of the keys to a good life is peace. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of inner strength. It is the ability to remain calm and centered in the midst of chaos. It is the ability to look at a challenging situation and see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. Peace is the result of knowing who you are and knowing that you are not defined by the circumstances around you. When you have peace, you are able to approach life with clarity, wisdom, and courage. You are able to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest good rather than reacting out of fear or anxiety. Another key to a good life is purpose. You were not born by accident. You have a unique contribution to make in this world, and your life is meant to be a reflection of that purpose. Your purpose is the fuel that drives you, the compass that guides you, and the foundation that supports you. When you live with purpose, you are not swayed by the opinions of others or distracted by temporary desires. You are focused on what truly matters, the impact you are meant to have, and the legacy you are meant to leave. Purpose gives you the strength to overcome obstacles, the clarity to make the right decisions, and the confidence to take bold action. A third key to living a good life is abundance. Abundance is not just about material wealth, it is about having a mindset that attracts prosperity in all areas of life. When you understand that abundance is your birthright, you begin to see opportunities everywhere you look. You begin to attract the resources, people, and experiences that support your growth and success. Abundance is about being open to receiving all that life has to offer and not limiting yourself based on fear or scarcity. When you live with an abundance mindset, you know that there is more than enough for everyone and that your success does not diminish the success of others. You have the right to a good life. You have the right to peace, purpose, and abundance. You have the right to experience the fullness of who you were created to be. But in order to live that life, you must choose it. You must decide that you will no longer settle for less than what you deserve. You must believe that you are worthy of the good life, and you must take the necessary steps to claim it. This is not just a right you have, it is a responsibility to yourself, to your family, and to the world around you. Your life matters, and you are meant to live it to the fullest. The good life is waiting for you. It is your inheritance. Claim it. Walk in it. Live it, because you have the right to a good life.